In this video, I'm going to share the simplest and best way, in my opinion, for you to make more money inside your agency or your B2B service business. Let's get it going. What's good, everybody? Greg here with AltAgency at AltAgency.com. We train and coach marketing service businesses and agencies on how to grow, systematize, and scale. And in this video, I want to share what I've learned to be the simplest, best, fastest way to make more money inside of your business. And the thing that when I did this and started moving through what I call the ladder of opportunity, I went from 30 to 50K a month with little profit, struggling, working crazy hours, to multiple seven-figure business and have a team around me that's supporting me and a lifestyle that I love, and ultimately a 4-day work week. So I know that this can work for you because we've been teaching it to our clients now for multiple years, and it's helped them as well. I used to kind of teach this concept slightly differently, but Alex Hormozi talked about this in a video. He talked about this concept of opportunity vehicles, and that you could only make so much money depending upon the vehicle you were in. If you kind of think about one type of vehicle can only get you so far. And that concept is what led me to realize that my growth as an entrepreneur in my professional career has gone through these different levels, and I've climbed up each rung of the ladder. Each step up that ladder has allowed me to have a larger income and a larger impact and more profitability, et cetera. And so that's what I want to share with you today. So what I'm calling this is the ladder of opportunity. And here's the deal, like at the very bottom of the ladder where many of us get started, and where I got started, it was we were an employee. For me, I was a marketing manager of a independent retail company, had international locations. It was a large outdoor retailer. And in that role, I got paid really, really well, relatively speaking, for an employee. I wasn't C-level or anything, but I was one of the managers inside the digital marketing department. And that allowed me to get to 4 figures a month. So at the very lowest level of opportunity or ladder, you're probably an employee and you have a job. You can probably think about what your last job was before you went out on your own. Now, that's the next step of the evolution, is we go out on our own and we are now self-employed. And this might look like you're a freelancer or a service provider. For me, I got started basically building funnels for people. And as I got better at that, had some contractors, freelancers that I worked with to kind of get started, I was able to get to 5 figures a month. And guess what? I start building some momentum inside of that business. And the next thing you know, you kind of up level. Sometimes you don't even realize this is happening. I know I didn't. And you are now a service business owner. And for me, this company was called Systemly, and that allowed us to get to our first 6-figure month. Now, Systemly was fundamentally a funnel building, sales, marketing, automation, implementation agency. We focused specifically on Infusionsoft users, and we did kind of productize the offering inside of Systemly for a couple of years. That positioned us for the next leap up this ladder, which is the media business owner. And this is where we kind of rebranded to AltAgency. And for us, this is where we took the leap into training, high ticket coaching and consulting, going from one-on-one done-for-you services that were all custom to developing our own methodology and building out systems that we can deploy into our clients' businesses in more of a done-with-you fashion. And we were doing that a couple of years as Systemly, and rebranded a couple of years ago as well. And really this concept of a media business owner, Ryan Dice over at Digital Marketer talks about this too, is really like any service business needs to realize that one of the biggest forms of leverage right now is media. Go look at YouTube, all these online learning management platforms, and you have things that you can either teach your employees internally or your team internally and or your clients in the form of media, packaging up your intellectual property into step-by-step executable blueprints that are primarily leveraged through media, videos, things like that. That could be on the acquisition side, like YouTube, Instagram stories, and Reels, like leveraging content. It could be your podcast, where you could be, getting sponsorship, and that media also brings in clients. But on the delivery side, it's packaging up your process and your know-how and your expertise into an executable curriculum, if you will, that you can take clients through. So instead of doing it for your clients, you do it with your clients by showing them how and providing some support along the way. Now, when you make this transition, you actually position yourself to get to high 6 figures a month and even 7 figures a month. Full disclosure, we are not at 7 figures a month yet, but I know people that are in this model that are doing 7 figures a month. So this model alone, this fourth level of the ladder, if you will, right here, is really where I see a lot of people going, this media business. And we have to make this transition from just services, just our labor, into this media business. Now, there's one more level at the top that I am not at yet, but I definitely aspire to get to. And that is really where you are an investor and or an owner of other media businesses and bundling them together, things like that. Now, I don't know what that company is going to be called, but it's definitely somewhere in my future personally. And this is where you'll go from high 7 figures a month to 8 figures a month in potential. And so if you think about this ladder of opportunity, right? If you're down here as an employee, the opportunity for you to have a really significant income, make $1 million a year plus is going to be a lot harder if you're an employee. And so you go up one level of the ladder and you start working for yourself and you're like, oh, wow, this is crazy. I can control my income a little bit more. The ceiling has raised. And then you go up again. Maybe the service that you started off as a freelancer starts to gain some traction and becomes more formalized. There's people, you're starting to develop processes and things like that. You're really starting to get product market fit and deploying some systems. And you're seeing that 6-figure month potential. Maybe you even hit a few 6-figure months. Maybe sustaining that is hard because you're selling your time for money. Then we make the next jump up the ladder into a media business. This is where we add on done with you levels of offerings. This could be high ticket coaching, consulting, training, executive coaching, all that sort of stuff. And at some point down the road, maybe you never even want to go there, but the highest form of leverage and opportunity where the ceiling keeps going is you own multiple businesses that are lower on this ladder and you get paid dividends because you're not only do you have your own media business, but you are part owner of other media businesses and that hopefully complement each other, which I did a video not too long ago. I'll link it up in the description where I talk about our future plan here at AltAgency. And you'll see how these two concepts really start to align. So what I believe, in my opinion, is one of the biggest opportunities for you is if you are self-employed right now, you got to make the transition into like packaging up your services and kind of have the repeatability and profitability inside your business. In our business, we have a coaching program called Foundations that really helps you define your core offer, streamline how you deliver services so that you can be profitable enough inside of that service delivery to hit the 6 figures a month. Now, maybe you already have your core offer and you're like, okay, I don't want to do done for you anymore. I want to become that media business. Well, then you would be going from service business up into this media business owner. And we have a program called Academy where we work with you over the course of 12 plus months to really systematize and operationalize all of this stuff inside your business, from automating your acquisition to removing you from fulfillment and sales, et cetera, so that you can actually start getting to 6-figure months. And this is what we do with our clients. Now, I just want to share again, like for me, going from level of the ladder 2 to level 3 was a big unlock, but that was where I was met with okay, I get X more clients, I'm going to need X more people on my team. Whereas when I made the shift to the media business model, where we started adding done with you, leveraged delivery, productizing our services, we were able to start hitting 6-figure months consistently while bringing on an influx of clients without equally having to increase our overhead because there was so much leverage inside of the media element of how we were delivering and working with our clients, which is 100% possible for you. And if you'd like to learn more about that, I put a link in the description as well. You can schedule a consultation with our team. We can chat about it. Whether you are going from self-employed to kind of defining that core offer to get product market fit and or wanting to become a media business owner, the opportunity for you in 2022, my friends, is to think about not just getting more clients and having to hire more people to increase your income, but how do I how do I add more leverage? How do I take one step up this ladder to raise the ceiling on my income potential, on my freedom potential? Because that's where you're going to find I'd say, again, the simplest and best ways to make more money without working more hours, working nights and weekends, and having to manage a ton of people. Obviously, we'll have to have a team, but you don't need to have 70 people on your team to make 7 figures a year using this media business model. So that's what I hope for you. If you're on this channel and you're enjoying this stuff, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, because we release new videos each and every week. And lastly, if you want to make that move into a media business owner, check out the link below, schedule a call with our team. We look forward to chatting. And this is the future of your agency and how you'll make more money. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.